morning. Welcome to Vlogtober Day 8. It is 7:27 on October the 8th. I have just dropped off a mister and I am heading into work a little later than I like, but see, it's a little late today. I like to get there usually at least by 7:30, so it'll probably be a 7:45 day. Anyway, thank you for the comments that I have received so far in the vlog. I really appreciate it. I'm at a stoplight, so as I was saying, thank you so much for the comments that I have received so far. I feel like I'm doing a little better this time around. I'm trying to be more active. I know yesterday was not a very active day, but at least I did get to show you some stuff in the sewing room, which is what, this channel is supposed to be about, sewing and the craft. Although the vlogs, we get to talk about whatever we want, right? So today is just a computer work day for me this morning. So that's pretty simple, quiet. Don't have to deal with customers today. And I will probably do this again tomorrow. But then Saturday is the big day for regular work. So yeah, weather is actually going to be warm again, in the 80s today. It's already 65 this morning. It was in the 80s yesterday. So that's the thing about Arkansas weather. You think you've got the nice fall air, and then nope, summer's back. We have just a little bit of yellow appearing on some of the trees, kind of like I filmed yesterday. Not much. Everything is primarily still green. And so, yeah, fall will not really hit us as far as all the color change until the very end of the month into the beginning of November. Yeah, that's the way Arkansas is. It's nice though, because it's not excessively hot like the summer. Although the 80s can get a little, that's pushing it, huh? But it's not nearly as humid as it is in the summer months, mostly June and July, or July and August. Those are, I don't know. We have a very long summer. So yeah, I'm driving by the park right now. Seems to be little pops of red and some color appearing over here on these trees, which is nice to see. Because it is officially fall and it is October, almost like the middle. Well, it is still early October, but like by next week we'll be in mid-October, and it feels like it should be fall. We're still wearing, summer clothes. I've got a t-shirt on, no jacket. I am wearing jeans today, but I could be wearing shorts. I could be, yeah. 80s, sure. I wore shorts yesterday. So yeah, that is the weather report for today. So I am going to continue to head in. You have already recently seen this drive, so I'm not going to film that, but I will catch you later. Good afternoon, everybody. So you would have just seen a clip of the carpeting my son and I worked on tearing out. Most of it was done in this room previously. We just had to finish up the last section. We had paused for some reason, I forget why. And went on to do other things. So now it's all up. So I will show you what it looks like now and what I have in store as soon as I get the rest of the stuff cleared out of this room. We were waiting for our sledgehammer to arrive. Supposedly it was going to be today, but it shows that it's still in Kansas City, so probably be here tomorrow because we needed to take that down and the rest of the other. So yeah, the floor is a mess. Now this floor, unlike my other floor that I refinished, that had been previously done. It was hardwood, it wasn't carpet over. So this I'm starting from the mess that the previous owners did not want to deal with and just carpeted. I am so happy to have that carpet out of here. It was so bad, so terrible, long overdue. But yeah, let me show you what the floor looks like right now and what I'm gonna have to sand up. Okay, so here we have it. You can see the floor itself is in good condition, but it is really hard to see because of all the muck and paint splatter. I mean, overspray. This is like a big worn area. It looks like where the finish is completely off. So that should be pretty simple to sand. I have a darkening area right there. Big overspray of paint. I hate when people do this because they're really actually unnecessarily damaging a hardwood floor more than is necessary, making it much worse for anybody that might want to ever actually refinish it. So I will be doing this all by hand again because I absolutely hate brindle sanders. But I am not going to put any chemical stripper on this because now that I have the belt sander, I know it's not really necessary. So I think I can get this off really good. It should clean up nicely and beautifully. So here's a good record of it. There's a strip of carpet we still have left to do because this wooden unit is on top of it. So once we knock that down, then we can get the rest of that strip of carpet out. Yeah, and that has been my afternoon. There's the other piece that I was taking down. I've got my little buffet out here somewhere. And this is still my collection of huge boxes that I saved from shipments from Amazon and different things. Our pool pump, my son's gaming chair. I saved all these big boxes because I thought I would need them to clear things out of this room, which I may or may not. So I can get rid of or put in the attic. Some of them are just like so strong and good. I hate to, it just like, there's gotta be a use for these. Maybe there's stuff in the attic that I can put in. So yeah, that's what the room is looking like now. And we still have that little corner piece right there. There, these have to be knocked out. So yeah, got struck by a text. It's gonna be a big project again. Thankfully though, I do not have to strip the popcorn ceiling. I've done that already the first time I redid this room. This room I actually painted this color shortly, like in the first year that we moved in, bought the house. So it's definitely seen better days. And I am not 100% sure what color I'm going to do now, but I think it's going to be a neutral, maybe sand color. I definitely want to use a vintage color from the 30s or 40s. So, what was that I used the last time? Sherwin-Williams? Benjamin Moore. I'm definitely going to use the Benjamin Moore paint again. Choose one of their historic colors. Anyway, it is time for some relaxation. Glass of wine, maybe a little early, but when hubby comes home from work, it's time for rest. Good evening, everybody. This is going to be my last installment for the evening. I've been chilling here doing some English paper piecing with my little buddy Theodore. Theodore, can you say hi? Say hi, Theodore. He doesn't talk too much, just sometimes. Oh, you're gonna scratch. Can you just, don't make it blurry. Can you say hi? Hi. Yes, if you haven't already noticed, I have quite a number of cats. But while I am sitting here, I thought I would share with you some of my English paper piecing. I just started learning. I learned to do this. I guess it was back in the spring, summer, maybe. I have been thinking about it and wanting to do it for a while. Excuse me. And I finally chose my fabrics, which I will show you here. I ordered these packages of Riley Blake. This is the Rhapsody. These are squares, 5-inch stackers, and there's 42 pieces in the package, and they're multicolored, as you can see here. Let's see what I have open that I can show you. So the colors look, so these are the fabrics right here. So with the size, I wanted something that was like reds and turquoise, pink, blue. That was my palette that I really wanted to do, obviously, as you know, because I love turquoise and red together. And it also has yellow in it. So I have quite a bit of these in order to do all that I'm going to do in the long run. So this is my current ongoing project. It does not have a finish date, since I finished my Afghan that I was working on, that you can see back here. This guy, I love it. This is my Parks and Rec Ann Perkins Afghan. Took me several years on and off working on that. So now I am working on the English paper piecing, and I'm going to do a tutorial on how I do this. These are my hexies. I am doing a grandmother's garden quilt, bordered with each flower, double flower, outlined in white. That's going to be my first one. So I have done, I'm going to show you, these are the ones I have finished. So I am trying to alternate between doing a bright a bright square. They're not square, but yeah. A bright and then a pastel in between. So this was the first one I did. And this is the only one that's a little bit different, where I used, I alternated on the outer and I alternated on the inner also. And from every one forward after that one, the inner petal, I do solid, one print, and then I only alternate on the outer, which I kind of like that one. But I may do more of the other way after, I run out of combinations, because I have a ton to make. So each of those squares I am able to cut into four squares to cover each of my hexies. And these are just little paper that I have slightly heavier than regular printer paper. So it's like cardstock. I print them on the printer from a free template. So here's my number 2 right here. So you can see these are all the same, and then actually the outside is the same too. I thought I was alternating. Some of my alternate. This one is all the same on both. Same here, same here. This one is the same on the inside and alternates on the out. That was number 3. Then I did a pail, so all the same on the inside, alternating on the out. And this one is my bright, all the same on the inside, and then I alternate on the outside one again. And there's this one. Same on the inside, alternates on the out again. And the same on this. Here's my bright. And then here's my most recent finished pastel. And I'm currently working on a bright. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares finished. So there's no telling how many there will be when I finish. I'm aiming for at least a queen size. Any bigger will be fine, but I can always use the fabric for something else if I don't need as many as I think. Anyway, I am absolutely adoring doing this. I do them all by hand stitching. I don't use glue to baste. That is one of the things I was very specific about when I thought about doing this, that I did not want to do glue. I wanted to make this as traditional, old style as I possibly could. And it is a perfect project to just sit and work on little bits at a time in the evenings in between knitting. So yeah, this is what the back looks like, and you can see all those little stitches. And I won't go into too much detail beyond that because I will do a tutorial. I specifically have been asked by a friend to do a tutorial on this. So I will be doing that probably next month after Vlogtober is over. But I absolutely, cat noise again, I absolutely adore making these. It's so relaxing. It's so much fun, and I love coming up with all the different combinations of colors that I can make. I love it. I love it so much. And I was never one that was really into quilting per se. Like, I don't think I would be interested in machine quilting. But the process of doing it by hand, I really love. If you love knitting and handwork, crochet, it's like the perfect fabric craft to do for someone that likes doing handwork. It's so relaxing, so nice. And I have this beautiful vintage train case that I keep everything in. Here, let me move this out of the way here in my hand. Okay, so it has the mirror and everything. It's beautiful condition, but I keep all my squares down in here. I have my little tin of my little clips, my little wonder clips. I love this tin so much. I got this on Amazon. Let me show you this. I got this on Amazon, and it's Peter Rabbit. It's so sweet. But it came with all the wonder clips inside. And for those of you that don't know what a wonder clip is, what I'm talking about, it's these, which are fantastic for sewing when the fabric or whatever you're working with is too thick or awkward to stick a pin through. You can use these little clips. They're fabulous. I wish I had gotten them earlier. There's so many things I could have used these for. And they come in, you get them in a container with all different colors. So that makes it fun too. I'm all about things coming in different colors. So then, let's see. So I have my scissor here. I have all my packages of the fabrics. This is one that I currently have open. And then I have the train case right here. So these are my pre-cut ones from my first pack that I just went through and cut everything. And then here in the middle, I have my paper hexies that I've pulled from some that I've already done. This is my needle keeper or needle minder from when I'm stitching them together. I had this custom made from Etsy, which all of this I will go into more detail and give you the links for when I'm actually doing my tutorial video. I'll share the shop that I've got these for, but this thing is great and it keeps me from, has a magnet on the back so it'll attach to what you're working on. Fantastic for any hand sewing, keeps the needle out of your mouth. And this is my thimbles. Thimble is in here. This one is a little snug on me. I got this one recently. I just bought quickly at Bell Star. It's actually this little, it was like something that was given away that you could advertise on, like people advertise on pens now and things like that. But it says, your ad here. And it's a sewing kit. It has the thimble on top. I think it is so cool. It's like made from aluminum. So you take off the thimble, which is primarily why I bought it. And then inside, you have all these little samples of threads for your emergency sewing. And I think it might have had a, oh no, I know what it is. So you take off this cap, which I probably can't do with one hand. Maybe. There. You take off this little cap and inside is your needle. How ingenious and adorable is that? Oop, I don't want to lose the needle. That's the original needle. Anyway, so yeah, that, yeah, I bought this because I was trying to get another thimble because I was tired of poking my finger doing the stitching on this. Not so much when I'm making the little individual hexies, but when you're sewing them together, you definitely need a thimble. So yeah, that all came together in this little thing. I think I paid $5 for this from my friend Denise's cabinet. She had this, and I think it's just darling. But this fits me really good. This is the one I had before, but I do need to buy another thimble that is like this, I think, that will actually fit me. I've been looking at a few on eBay. This feels like it, you know, it kind of fits, but as I'm using it, it tends to like push off my finger a little bit. So, yeah, it does not fit right down here all that good. It's a little too short, I think. It's too narrow at the top for my finger. Anyway, these are the ones that I have on the current one that I'm using. And then it's going to go into these blues, turquoises. It's right here. That's going to alternate with this one. And then the center, where's my center? Here it is. It has the pink and the turquoise and the blue in it. So that's gonna pull it all together right in the center. So yeah, so that is what I have been working on recently in between knitting. And so, oh yeah, here's the outside of the case. It's in such good condition. It is a Lady Baltimore, and I love that. How cool is that? So incorporating vintage with crafts as carrying cases and storage. I love that. I love that I'm able to, instead of just going out and buying some kind of a bag for keeping, or a box or whatever, for keeping my English paper piecing, that I'm able to use this beauty for that. I think it's so fun. And it makes my shopping for vintage worthwhile, because I don't think I'll be going on a train lately, and I would hate to have to take a beauty like this on the on an airplane these days. Anyway, that is going to do it for me for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. If you are a if you are a new viewer, please subscribe and stick around. I am trying so hard to make this much more interesting than I have in the past, and to keep up with it. Promise to do better all the time. So I hope this was interesting to you crafters out there, and those of you that are interested in English paper piecing and want to get into it. I promise I will be doing that tutorial in November, so stay tuned. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment. What would you like to see me talk about during these vlogs? These vlogs are open to all kinds of things in my life, my house, where I live, day-to-day stuff, my crafts, my interests, all of that. So if you have questions for me that you want me to address in these vlogs, put it below in a comment and I will answer it in the vlogs. And I am catching up on all the comments you guys have been leaving me. I appreciate that so much. I love to hear from you. Love to hear what you are doing and making and sewing. And so this is going to be a fun month. I am definitely enjoying this. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good evening.